Hi, Phillipa here, and today's message I want to talk about conditioning yourself. Now, it's something I wanted to talk about, so I think a few days ago I wrote a post on my personal profile about how I was conditioned, and I know a lot of people that I grew up with was conditioned also, and probably a lot of people around the world as well. We're conditioned to believe that our flaws were bad, and if we had stretch marks, if we're a bit flabby, if we're bigger or fatter than others, or didn't have as nice hair, or any of those things, anything bad about yourself was true, and you should feel ashamed to not look as good as other people, or you should be ashamed to not be as talented as other people. Also, another thing that was conditioned into me was that if you were good looking, if you did have a good body, if you were talented and skilled, then you definitely shouldn't show that stuff off, because that makes you a show off, or that makes you a big head, or whatever it is. So you couldn't win either way, really, whether you were not as good as other people or were better than other people or whatever. You're definitely not allowed to show who you are, because that's just how it was, and I don't know why it was like that. It's just how it was, and it's how it is. It's how it's been being nowadays as well. And also, we're conditioned that if anyone else was not as good as other people, then you should shame them out. You should laugh at them. You should laugh at the person walking down the street with a crop top on, showing their midriff, or you should call them a slut if they're showing their midriff, and all of those things. Okay, so this morning I was doing some journaling, and I was thinking about the conditioning, and I was thinking about how, like, I journal myself and condition myself to believe that I am awesome, and that I'm a success, and that I'm super rich, and that I'm super famous. So I was wondering then, why don't we all just do that? Why don't we all just believe within ourselves and tell ourselves, instead of telling ourselves that we're dumb and we're no good and we suck and we're a failure and we can't do this and we should feel ashamed of ourselves and we should feel fearful and all of that stuff, instead of telling ourselves that, what if you told yourself that you are a success? What if you told yourself that you are super rich, that you make money easily? What if you told yourself that good things are attracted to you easily? What if you told yourself that you're beautiful? What if you told yourself that you're awesome? What if you just kept telling yourself those things, and you kept journaling about them and writing them down and making it a daily habit and a focus to do that? Then you would believe, in your mind, you will believe that you are those things, right now. So you may not be, if you write down in your journaling that you make $1 million a year or whatever, you may not make that now. But if you're telling your brain that is true, that it is truth, what your brain does is that it works overtime to make that a truth. It works overtime to figure out how to make that happen. And so you may not become a millionaire, but you will still see yourself making lots of money. And it's just, that is just how it works, right? Once you tell your brain something and you condition yourself to believe something, your brain believes it. That is just how it works. It's just how the brain works. It believes whatever you tell it. So then you hold yourself differently. You hold yourself as a more confident person, as a more successful person, because you're telling yourself that you are that person. And once you do that, especially if you're doing it for your business specifically, and also for your life, but for your business, other people will see that. Potential clients will see that you love yourself, and that you're so confident about yourself, and then they'll want to work with you, because people will want to work with people that fully believe in themselves and fully believe in the value that they can bring to the world, because we all want to be around those people. We don't want to be around people who are always putting themselves down and seeing themselves as a failure. Okay, so that's my little challenge for you for today, for this weekend. It's Saturday now, so you might as well do it for the whole weekend as a start, and then continue to do it. Grab a journaling out and tell yourself, as if it were real, that you are a success, or that you make a lot of money, or that clients are attracted to you easily, or that you have an awesome body that you love, or whatever it is that you want to tell yourself, right? So when I write in my journal about this stuff, I write things like, I make money so easily. Why do I attract money so easily? And the reason why I also add a question into there, just wait for this truck to go past, not sure if you can hear it, it's pretty loud. The reason why I also add a question into there is because then your brain starts questioning why that is true, and then it'll work harder to make it happen, because your brain's questioning why it's true, so it must be true, and then it'll keep going, trying to figure out the answer to that question. And then I write things like, I am such a success. So you're writing it as if it is true. So not, I want to be a success, or I want to be a millionaire. I am success, I am a millionaire. Okay? And if you want to share that with me, that is totally cool if you share it with me. If not, then that's fine as well. We can just keep it to yourself. So that is your little weekend task for this weekend. And of course, if you want to talk to me further about this, or get some help with your business and to make it happen, so once your brain believes that you're a success and you've got all these clients coming in, if you want to work with me to actually put the steps into place to make that happen, then go to the link in the post that I'll put up, and we can set up a chat to do that and figure out how we can work together. Okay, and of course, share this video around with your friends on Facebook, on an email, wherever you want to share it, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.